check out what just showed up on my doorstep. This is the brand new Skynetic F-35 Charlie Lightning II from MotionRC. This just dropped on their product page less than a week ago. As soon as I saw the advertisement for it a couple of days ago, I snagged one. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Connor, and if you're new, this is CRB RC. Today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new Skynetic F-35 Charlie 30mm EDF RC jet. If you've been around the channel before or seen any of my other videos, you'll know I have a bit of an affinity for the micro scale aircraft. So as soon as I saw this one come on the market, I knew that I needed to add it to my hangar. My other micro EDF is the A10 UMX from Horizon Hobby. It's a dual 30mm jet. This is a single 30mm fan, obviously being an F-35. So really excited to unbox this and take a look at what's inside. I ordered a couple spare batteries. EDFs aren't exactly known for the most endurance in the air, so got a couple of spares. So hopefully we can get some good flight times out of this and get it out for a maiden here very shortly. So stay tuned. So as we get this unboxed, one thing to note about the way that this product comes configured, they actually have 3 radio compatibility options available, a ready-to-fly version, as well as a Futaba and a Spectrum DSM protocol compatible receiver board that gets plugged in inside the aircraft. So a couple of compatibility options there, and ultimately all 3 of the stock receiver board is compatible with Radio Master. So I've got my TX16S here, going to be programming this, and I actually bought the Spectrum compatible version, but could be compatible with like the standard Radio Master V761 protocol as well. So a couple different options there, depending on the radio ecosystem that you're part of. Taking a look here, like I said, I did order a couple extra batteries, so hopefully those are in the box, but here is the package. Pretty lightweight, small box. I don't see any batteries in the box, so hopefully they're in this actual packaging, but we will take a look here. Attention, this model has a 30-day warranty. Please notify MotionRC if any problems within 30 days. Sounds like a plan. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue, but at least they've provided that. And a little thank you note on the packing slip. All right, so taking a look at the packaging here, we'll see the 30mm fan depicted, as well as this is an EPO foam build, so hopefully pretty durable. My UMX A10 definitely sometimes, and if you watched my battery video, talk a little bit about the durability of the battery cavity and so forth, and the front end of that aircraft is not exactly known to be the most resilient or durable despite having carbon reinforcements. So this is a little bit more of a compact airframe, so hopefully that EPO construction lends itself to the durability, but if I don't crash, I won't really need to worry about it. One thing unique to this jet, though, is it does fly on 4S. The only other 4S jet that I'm aware of is the Sabre from Horizon Hobby in the UMX lineup, but this flies on a 4S pack, so I would imagine there's probably going to be quite a bit of horsepower coming out of those 30mm fans. Let's go ahead and open it on up, see what we've got inside the box. Well, there's my extra batteries. They were indeed inside the packaging. Very smart of them to do that. All right, we'll go ahead and stick this to the side. Pick these up off the floor. So we've got a couple of these 350 milliamp hour 4S packs. It does come with one in all 3 of the configurations of this plane. As I mentioned, various radio protocols, but all 3 of them come with at least one battery, and it looks like it comes with a 2S to 4S charger. So for the value, it's actually a pretty good proposition there, especially because that charger I can use for some of my other batteries. And I'm actually going to replace one of my old 2 to 3S chargers that I have that's kind of been on the fritz. So it's a nice little value add there. All right, right on top here, we've got the manual. I actually did go ahead and check out the online version of this manual already, just so I could get my radio programmed and hopefully bind this up right out of the box as soon as the batteries are charged. All right, as I mentioned, it comes with a nice charger. So that should be helpful not only for these batteries, but also some of the other 2 to 4S packs I have in my hangar. Here is our in-the-box battery. Got 3 of those on standby. Should make for some fun flight times there. Power cord for the charger. I have a tendency as a millennial to hang on to boxes for all of my electronics and gadgets. So if you guys have that same tendency, drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm not alone on that one. But probably will hang on to this depending on if I choose to transport it. About the first half of my fleet, I threw away the boxes. But slowly, as I've needed to store them a little bit more eloquently, I've kept some of the boxes in order to be able to do that and also transport them safely. All right, and here we are. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with the finish on this, even still in the box. I couldn't really tell from some of the videos on MotionRC's website, and there actually are like 0 videos of this thing online as of today. And they posted their first reveal video like 3 days ago. So I'm pretty excited to get my hands on this early and hopefully get some flight footage out for the channel here in the next couple days. Let's go ahead and pull this out of the box. All right, and there you have it. The paint scheme looks excellent. And despite being EPO, which a lot of, some of the knockoff and like cheaper aircraft often come in this foam construction and can feel cheap, definitely don't feel that that's the case with this one. And again, it probably will add to the durability factor in the event of any unsatisfactory landings. So it is extremely lightweight, and I'm impressed with the scale detail. Like I said, I wasn't sure how the finish was going to look, but I think even up close, it's pretty impressive. And I think once it's at a little bit of a distance up in the sky, it will look even better. So it looks a little bit bigger than I was anticipating, which I like, because I'm sure, and as I've experienced with my A10, as these UMX planes, get a little bit further away, definitely can lose sight of them pretty easily. So I think that will be helpful to have that scale. Go ahead and take the battery hatch off here. Looks like we've got our receiver board and the battery leads. So I'll go ahead and get these batteries plugged in, just a standard JST connector. And I also am going to need to go ahead and plug in my DSM auxiliary board here as well. It does come with some landing gear that are definitely not scale. However, having the flexibility to take off and land on the ground is nice, but I definitely prefer to fly all my jets with the gear off and belly land. I find oftentimes it's easier to find grass to put it down in than it is to find a long enough runway or paved area to land in, especially with the Habu that can come in pretty hot. Definitely nice to have grass as an option as well. And honestly, I think the aesthetic with the gear off looks much better. So this does come with gear. Again, they're not exactly scale, sort of, in line with a lot of the other micro type landing gear on the market, but they are available. I probably will mate in this with the gear off just for the sake of my preferences. But one thing I did want to point out about the construction of this aircraft is it does come with actual servos, 2-gram micro servos as opposed to linear. So there are some other manufacturers that I happen to own of some of their planes, and they have chosen linear servos for their control surfaces, and they aren't always the most reliable. So it's kind of nice to see some micro servos in this. Hopefully they hold up a little bit better than. So I'm really excited to get the batteries charged up and get this paired up to my transmitter and get this up in the air. So just wanted to run through a really quick unboxing of this. I'm really excited to see this thing fly. I've only been a couple of videos, like I said, on MotionRC's website and not a whole lot else. So excited to be an early adopter of this one and see how it flies. So stick around for some maiden flight footage. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe for additional content, unboxing, and maiden flights. But if you've been around before, drop a like and comment if you're excited to see this one fly or if there's any other microplanes that you think I should add to my hangar. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.